Hello friends, today we are going to discuss search for the genetic material and DNA as a genetic material. As we know, in order to be a genetic material, following important characteristics must be followed. The genetic material must be capable of storing large amount of complex information. This information must vary with species as well as within the members of the species. At the same time, the genetic material must be stable to allow the survival of the species. Genetic material must be capable of replication with great fidelity, which will be helpful for evolution of complex multicellular forms as well as transmission of genetic information from parents to their offsprings. Genetic information must encode a phenotype in the form of amino acid sequence of a protein. Friedrich Mischer in 1869 isolated acidic phosphorus-rich very large substance from a white blood cells of pus and named it nuclein. Though its major component was DNA, but in addition to DNA, it also contained some contaminants in the form of proteins. However, Mischer in 1870 was able to extract pure sample of nucleic acid from salmon sperm. Sutan and Boveri in 1903 proposed the chromosomal theory of inheritance, which states that the genes are located on chromosomes. They proposed this theory on the basis of observation that during cell division, inheritance patterns of genes parallel the behavior of chromosomes. So also, cytological staining showed that chromosomes consist of DNA and proteins almost in equal amounts. Early biologists thought that proteins, owing to their variability and 20 amino acids in different combination against the DNA, which has only 4 different nitrogenous bases, considered proteins as a genetic material rather than the DNA. However, Frederick Griffith in 1928 disproved this particular hypothesis. Frederick Griffith in 1928 was working on the Streptococcus pneumoniae, which is the causative agent of pneumonia. This particular bacterium has 2 strains. Smooth or S strain is virulent and is covered with a capsule of polysaccharide, while the rough or R strain is avirulent and is not covered with a capsule of polysaccharide. Griffith injected the live R2 strain to mice and observed that the mice did not die. In the second experiment, when mice was injected with live smooth S3 strain, mice died. But when the mice was injected with heat-killed S3, mice survived. But to the surprise of Griffith, when mice was injected with a mixture of heat-killed S strain and live R2, mice died. So Griffith hypothesized that there is a transforming principle that transformed the live R2 strain by using the material from S3 strain. The process is called transformation, which is defined as an uptake of genetic material by an organism from the surrounding medium. Avery, MacLeod and McCarthy in 1944 demonstrated that the transforming principle of Griffiths is nothing but the DNA. They have taken heat-killed virulent strain plus live R strain. In this mixture, they have added 4 enzymes: lipases that hydrolyze lipids, proteases that hydrolyze proteins, RNases that hydrolyze RNA, and DNases that hydrolyze the DNA. Since first 3 enzymes, that is lipases, proteases and RNases, hydrolyze lipids, proteins and RNA respectively, but not DNA, rough strain is transformed into S strain and killed the mice. But in the 4th experiment, only DNA is hydrolyzed and all other are intact. There is no transformation of rough strain into smooth strain and the mice survived. This directly proved that DNA is the transforming principle. Another experiment was performed by Alfred Hershey and Martha Chase in 1952 that proved that the transduction, that is the transfer of genetic material from one bacterium to the another bacterium through the agency of bacterial virus, occurs due to DNA. As we know, the bacteriophage consists of a capsid made up of a protein and genetic material in the form of either DNA or RNA. These 2 scientists have used radio-labeled T2 bacteriophage for their experiment. The capsid is labeled with radioactive sulfur S35, while DNA is labeled with radioactive phosphorus, that is P32. When this radio-labeled bacteriophage is infected E. coli, they have observed only radio-labeled phosphorus but not sulfur in E. coli. Since the bacteriophages inject only DNA in bacteria during infection, leaving the protein capsid outside, directly proved that the DNA is the genetic material. Thank you.